is a corporate lawyer from Washington, D.C., Odile Prevot, for an expert's view on this. Odile, it's good to have you join us. I think it's okay to say good morning because it's like 7 a.m. where you are.
That's right. Good morning. It's 6:15, in fact, in Washington as we speak.
Great. Well, what's the feeling? Because, you know, this has been a long wait from Wednesday, and it's Friday today, and people are still, you know, biting at the tip of their fingernails, wondering what's next. What's the feel like in DC?
Well, we are all waiting, and we're just going to wait until tonight. I think tonight we will have the final result. Georgia just gave more votes for Mr. Biden, which was not expecting. So it's interesting. It's a long run. We just need to be very patient. I'm just a little bit concerned about this legal battle that President Trump is going for. And the court's house in Pennsylvania are pouring, of different cases. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Now, both sides, I hear, are lawyering up. There's a serious team being put together by the Trump side. Also, I heard a representative or the spokesperson for the Biden campaign also saying that they are in talks with their attorneys. What could go wrong that would require, I mean, because we know that Donald Trump has filed a couple of cases, but from the reports that we're also getting from the media, there's not really any evidence so far. What could really go wrong that would need for them to have another Al Gore, situation?
No, exactly. As we speak, President Trump is talking about fraud. And as we all know, fraud has to be proven. So for the moment, we don't know. What can go wrong? It's definitely all these cases going to the Supreme Court, and that will take a while. What we need to keep in mind that there is a date, which is December 8th, that we need to be careful of, because that is the date when normally the Senate will present the name of the candidate which are going to be elected. So that date is important, and we cannot pass that date. Otherwise, the deadline is, and the entire schedule is going to be moved a little bit further down the line. And we have the other date, which is going to be January 20th, the inauguration for the president. So just, remember Bush versus Gore in 2000. It took 35 days approximately. Mm-hmm. So the date was around December 15 or 12, 2000. That might be the case today, if he's still filing and we go to the Supreme Court.
Well, never in the history of American elections has any presidential candidate said the counting should stop in the middle of counting. Now, we remember that President Trump was against, mail-in votes in the first instance, and now these mail-in votes are still coming in even as we speak, and the counting is still going on. I heard another spokesperson from the Trump team saying that they saw some of these volunteer workers stuffing ballot boxes. And this sounds like something you would hear from, let's say, a Cote d'Ivoire election or a Nigerian election. And this is not something you'd hear from an American election. And they're still alleging, saying that they have the proof together. Even we had Rudy Giuliani also addressing the press saying that, there's a lot of fraud happening, and they're piling up their, cases, knowing that they have all the evidence that they need to fight this. But will January 20 be sacrosanct? And do you see a Trump leaving the house, the White House, without a fight or kicking and screaming?
Well, I don't think President Trump will leave the House without a fight. That is, for sure, a clear statement. However, it's true that I've been reading magazines, and Jeune Afrique yesterday came with a big title comparing, Africa with this corruption that we see in the U.S. Interesting enough, I'm always amazed to see how American can give a lecture to so many African leaders. It's just an interesting moment we're living in, that is for sure.
Well, we're keeping our fingers crossed and hoping to get the results by the end of the day. Thank you very much. Odile Prevot is a corporate lawyer out of Washington, D.C. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.